All right, matched up for round one. That was a long wait. Luckily, you guys didn't have to wait. Sure. This hand's a little awkward because I can't cast half of my spells, and I can't really cast most of them, but it's still a keep, I'm pretty sure. We just have to hope to draw like a cantrip, I think. Feel like I've played against this opponent and they were on humans, which means our work is going to be cut out for us. Especially if they have a turn one vial. Since we don't have an answer for that. Oh. Okay. Forced pitching true name. So we would really like to draw land. Alright. Hope they don't have a stifle. This is a situation where they forced the first spell, so I'm going to definitely jam the second one. They might have a bolt or something. If they don't, they're in trouble. Alright, so I'm going to start with this. See how good my wasteland is. See if I need to force a will something. Probably not. I mean, probably the ponder is better, and I will be wastelanding. This Cabal Therapy will name Brainstorm if they... Okay. Well. Don't really see a reason to concede there. I mean, I already know what they're playing. They're probably playing the Delver Stoneforge Mystic deck. Or just a Stoneforge Mystic deck. It's really all I really need to know. Bring in this stuff. I think that's it. Edict, maybe. Probably not. It's not very good against Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, so we're gonna cut one of these on the draw. One of these. I like to trim these counter spells in like these fair matchups. I like to leave in 3 though when I'm on the draw. And probably 3 dazes. What's bad? Not much is bad is the problem. Could cut another daze. I think 2 dazes is probably okay, actually. And then Therapy's great if they're playing Stoneforge Mystic. Forked Bolt's pretty medium, but they're probably playing Delver, so it's alright. I don't mind the Dark Confidants. I think I want them. I think maybe we can cut one of these, since we need, like, to be ahead a little bit. We'll probably bring it back on the draw. Yeah, I'll submit it like this. Okay, mulligan. Mulligan. Sure. I'm not gonna go down any lower than that. This is not good. This is not good. It's a pretty decent draw. Delver would have been better, but unfortunately, since I can't cast any of these, I'm gonna have to shuffle this. They're actually good. Wasteland's not bad either. Could risk it, but there's no threat and I can't cast any of these spells, so this is exactly why I cited one of these out. Because that's pretty close to a dead card at this point. I better daze that. The card's really good against me. Just gonna pass here. This Brainstorm is looking really, really bad if I cast it right there, and I don't have to, so I'm not going to. If they play True Name, I didn't bring in any Edicts, so I just think I have to try and erase it, or I could Brainstorm and Force. Maybe that's better. I don't want to force pitching Brainstorm. I don't really want to Brainstorm either. This is not great. But instead of trying to erase, I am just going to force this. And I can try and get ahead with this Light Up the Stage plus Bolt over the next few turns, if it's at all possible. I might just cast Light Up the Stage next turn. The other option there would be to not force and then try and play a True Name 2 turns later. Try and race with it. But it's unlikely that that works out. So they're going to get a Batter School here. And they're also really close to casting it. So this game's probably going to end up in their favor. But my hand was a Mold of 5 and pretty bad, so just have to try and win the last game. It's not the best Light Up the Stage I've ever seen. All right, back to basics. All right. Okay, we're gonna concede that one. You got it. They got it. We're not winning from here. The back to basics isn't even like doing much. It's just we are only lands, so, and it does stop us from red blasting based on the lands we have. Like if we had a red land, maybe we would keep playing. All right. So we're on the play now. Bring in these. Cut another Force of Will. I think I want this. Maybe I cut 3 Force of Wills, leave in 1. Spell Pierce pretty good. I could have actually cut one of those last game. Terramander's like, I mean, it's a turn. It helps with Light Up the Stage. So I will leave it in. Since they're probably just Stoneblade now, it seems like, not Delver. It does kill Stoneforge Mystic, but it's not great. Braid. Yeah, we'll try this. Let's see if we can not Moldify and maybe have a threat. Those two things would be really helpful. So we didn't Mold a 5. Wasteland's not that good against them. They have a lot of basics. We have 2 cantrips. I'm going to keep it. It's not great. Could easily see us losing this one. Confidant's pretty nice. I'll draw the Confidant and the Light Up the Stage. I will just jam Dark Confidant here. If they answer, that's okay. We don't have to worry about much yet. We have an answer to their Stoneforge Mystic. They can't play True Name Nemesis. They can't play Back to Basics yet. So we're going to want to leave these up for that. Counterbalance is a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So let's see here. So I think my best line of play here is Therapy first. Naming Back to Basics. See if they have a 1 on top. Then I can Pyroblast this. So next turn they're going to have Ponder, Spell Pierce, Vendilion, Click, and 2 lands. and I can just get rid of this now. I could get really greedy and cast Light Up the Stage for a land. That would help me get way ahead. If I don't hit the land, though, then it's quite bad. So I have 15 lands in my deck. But 3 of them are wastelands, and like 1 or 2 of them don't get rid. Or 3 maybe. So it's like 6. So I've got like 8 lands in my deck. Seems a bit risky, I guess. Although the counterbalance isn't GG here. Like, they're gonna have to choose. I mean, I guess this is a pretty easy Pyroblast here, because I have answers to their click if they don't get countered by Pyroblast or by counterbalance. So we'll just do that. Their other stuff isn't that good. We can pay for Spell Pierce on our Light Up the Stage. They need to find like a Swords for our Bob right now, and then we have to find another threat. It's definitely tempting to Light Up the Stage there. Let's see if they shuffled. They didn't shuffle, but they don't have removal. That's kind of strange. What could that mean? Start with that. Do want to hit some lands here if possible. They could have like a Supreme Verdict. Kind of seems like the most likely thing. But they could have just put it on top. So I could just take I have another Delver. I kind of want to cast this Therapy. I guess I could just Ponder, try and find a... Then they might have a Back to Basics too. The keep no kill my thing is suspect. It feels like it's probably Supreme Verdict, because Back to Basics when they're behind is not good enough, I don't think, for them to keep there. But if they put the Supreme Verdict in their hand, like Therapy, naming it would be great. If they put it on top, it's kind of the same. I'm not sure what else they could have that matters enough, or that they would have kept. If I Ponder, it's off of my 1 basic island. But then I don't have access to... I don't have access to red if they Back to Basics me. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to name Supreme Verdict. I think that might be what's going on here. And I'm not going to play another Delver yet. Spell Pierce. Alright. So whatever it is, they put it on top. I will play the other Delver then. If it's a Supreme Verdict, this is pretty bad. Otherwise, I'm not sure what it could be. Stoneforge Mystic or something's probably not worth a keep there, and I'm okay with that. Alright, it's going to be a Supreme Verdict. Oh, okay. Sure. Well, that's not so bad for us. One, 2, 3. We're going to cast this. 4. Nick shuffle. Can guarantee a flip, but it's not that good. That was a great one. Just name Vanillion and click here. I will cast this. They can spell pierce it. They didn't though. So they have a spell pierce and an unknown. We can start playing around things like back to basics now. That was an excellent reveal. Pretty sure we win from here. Almost certainly. Alright, that was pretty easy considering I made like a pretty... yeah, I think sacking my Delver was pretty bad, but I was really wondering what they could have kept on top. Turned out it was just a Council's Judgment, but I think my play there was pretty bad. But it worked out anyway. Alright, we'll be back for round number 2.